Aging infrastructure and a need for emergency plans. WDRB's Darby Bean digs into the condition of several dams in Jefferson County in today's WDRB Investigates.
Richard Clark,
This guy here, I sold him 10 acres when I sold that house.
has lived in this area of Fairdale by Jefferson Memorial Forest for decades.
46 years I've been here, and the biggest problem we've had is mainly the spillway here. It's going on and on. They keep saying they fix it and they fix it, but throw a few more rocks in there.
His backyard off Mitchell Hill Road is surrounded by a pond. And inside his home, the kitchen counter is flooded with legal documents, letters, and notes. All concerns about the dam at Mitchell Hill Lake just uphill.
They even have sometimes.
Clark says if the dam fails, he's afraid his house won't be the only one impacted.
It would wipe them all out. Their garages, everything. It would wipe them out. I'm just saying all the way down.
According to records obtained by WDRB, the State Division of Water last inspected the dam in February of 2022. It was rated in poor condition with a high hazard potential.
And a high hazard dam simply means if the dam catastrophically fails, the cabinet, the Division of Water, would anticipate loss of life.
WDRB also received records on the conditions of similar dams in Jefferson County. Around 20 have a high or significant hazard potential. Significant hazards would mean a likelihood of damage to roads or infrastructure, but not loss of life.
Even a well designed dam could fail. I mean, there are unknowns about foundations, maybe the extent of the storm that's coming, different things like that. So you need to have a plan in place regardless.
In early 2023, after years of trying, Kentucky lawmakers passed a bill that will require dams with a higher significant hazard potential to have an emergency action plan for problems big or small.
Without an emergency action plan, which includes the appropriate mapping, right, it's basically an unknown risk for the dam owners.
Louisville Metro Parks owns Mitchell Hill Lake Dam. Since 2021, state inspectors have urged the Parks Department to create plans for Mitchell Hill and other city-owned dams, but that hasn't happened. Metro Parks says if there is an emergency, it will follow plans from Louisville Emergency Management.
And this is where it was all washing out, and they filled it all in with the dirt back over there.
Clark has his own ideas.
And what I would like to have is them to put a drain pipe to bring us down maybe halfway. And still you got your area around here.
Information from the state reveals while many of the dams with higher significant hazard potential are in fair or satisfactory condition, 5 are in poor or unsatisfactory condition. McNeely Lake Dam, Silver Crystal Dam, Joe Guy Hagen Dam, Windsor Forest Dam, and Mitchell Hill Lake Dam. Some are publicly owned, others are privately owned.
We have about 1,000 regulated dams by the Division of Water in Kentucky.
In March, the fear of a potential dam failure was highlighted in Louisville when Silver Crystal Dam began seeping water. Crews brought pumps to the site to relieve pressure. A hole was visible from the road and overhead. Officials now say it's on track to meet a state deadline to submit a repair plan. Experts say across the state, many dams are aging and need to be properly maintained.
Most of the dams in the Commonwealth, and I'm generalizing some there, of course, but were built 50 to 70 years ago, some older than that, and over time, just like any other piece of infrastructure, without appropriate operation and maintenance, even with appropriate operation and maintenance, they deteriorate after that amount of time.
Reporting with Marcus Green and photojournalist Darius Bowie, Darby Bean, WDRB News.
Well, if you have any information about this story or any other you think our Investigates team should look into, you can email us at investigate@wdrb.com.